What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the last Caretaker. We're continuing where we left off in the last one. Well, somewhere where we left off in the last one. I've actually changed a few things, as you guys can see from down here. Oh, the phone's ringing upstairs. I wasn't expecting that. Anyway, let's go pick it up. I said at one point, this thing has incoming calls. Let's answer it.
I keep calling old numbers. They tell us not to. But silence feels worse than being wrong. Sorry if this bothers you. I'll hang up soon.
Has he hung up yet? I don't know. But yeah, anyway, let's walk away from that. If anything else is said, we'll pick back up. But yeah, that phone does ring and it does give you a little bit of data from every now and again. As you guys can see, a few things have changed since the last time you guys have seen this. I have oil coming on board. All of these guys are pretty much full, actually. They're now officially full. Every single tank has got... Oh no, you haven't got... You're not full. Why are you not full? I'm not 100% sure. These guys should all be full, but they are not. I'm not sure why. Anyway, let's head upstairs. I'm going to show you guys this here as well. What I've done is I've actually set this up so it makes things easier to get things on board the boat. As you guys can see, I do have a little bit of petrol on board. If I actually just wait until the boat dips again, we'll go downstairs and I'll show you guys how full that is downstairs. Thank you. The sea's very, very rough today, I'm not gonna lie. But as you guys can see, our tanks are actually full by the looks of it. So I would say we are good on that standpoint. I think I actually have already removed the, yeah, I have. I've already removed that bit of the stuff. It looks like these guys are set to, thingy though. And the petrol there's set to equalize. Let me just set this to that, because this here should pull from that tank. That's on. They're all on. That's all on. Yeah, that should be filling up. But for some strange reason, it's not. That's good to go. Or what happens if I just set this to... not send it up top. Send it that way. There we go. Diesel down here is good. It looks like oil's still coming down. Looks like that's filling up this tank though. And only that tank. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this one to discharge. It should, in theory, push all the oil this way. Not sure why it isn't fully filling them up, but we'll figure it out. I want all of the petrol to come down here anyway, so. Looks like that guy's now empty, so what I'll do is I'll just set that one to like that. To pull everything down from up top. I'm not sure why this isn't working properly, but anyway, let's head upstairs. So anyway, I'll show you guys what we've done here at the fuel depot. This is going to be where we get most of our fuel. Oil and everything comes down into these tanks, petrol into this one, diesel into that one. Just so you guys know, like the diesel to petrol ratio, I think it's 10 diesel to 1 petrol. I think I have 2 of these petrol tanks in the entire facility, and that's it. I don't have any more than that. So everything else should, in theory, fill up relatively nicely. I'll put some lights down here because it does get a bit dark down here at night, and also I get attacked a lot. But yeah, it looks like we should be filling up petrol here relatively quickly. So what I'm going to do now is I'm now just going to get it to flow all that way out of there into there. Everything seems to be working the way it should. But yeah, I made a little bit of a mess here, but it doesn't really matter. But yeah, anyway, those should all get full anyway. Let's head up top so I can show you what's going on up here. So it's changed a little bit since last time. So I haven't really done much over here, but I have done a lot over here. So obviously we've got our floor out. This here goes straight down. I do have all of these tanks up here, which do have a little bit of fuel left in them. Not really too much though. As you guys can tell, this guy here is the petrol. He runs off, so it gets manufactured over there, comes across here, goes into here. Also got this cable here which runs over here, along with electrical, hot rod electrical over. All three of these go down here onto the platform and then down to the below what you have just seen. Other than that, obviously I think I've expanded my power generation here a little bit. So what I've done is, as you guys can see, going up the tower in the middle, I put solar panels all the way up the top just to try and draw in as much power as we can. It does require a lot of power to run this entire station, by the way. These guys are currently full, which means they can start to produce fuel for me. So I think I put a couple of extra batteries in here with room to expand. If I don't use it for a few days, I don't tend to use up too much. It's taking a good day or two, so I've actually ran it while I've been building everything out. Over here I've got my oil tanks, which all the oil comes up from down here, so electricity comes down here. It actually goes into there and then comes back out. What I've done as well is, just to show you guys, in here I've made the last battery here. Everything flows into this battery. So what I've actually ran into is, once I've got the whole station running and working, the rest of these batteries here are all linked together, apart from this one. This one should stay fully charged even if all of these are dead. So if it if the batteries completely drain themselves overnight, I still have this battery to power like the main lighting and stuff like that, so the whole station doesn't go dark. Just the equipment. And then it takes about like a good day or two just for this to all ramp back up. But I think I need to find like the medium of where batteries to like night cycle sort of like line up, which I haven't figured that out yet. But anyway, power comes down here. Obviously it branches off and goes over there. It also power comes down here and then comes across here and then goes where it needs to go. Right now I think because we've got machines running, a lot of it's actually running out, and a little bit over there down to the lights and a little bit over here downstairs, which I'll go show you downstairs. So all these pipes here are all connected. Everything comes along here across the ceiling, through the door here, and then down to the plant. As you guys can see, power just sort of wraps around and clicks in. That comes all the way up top and does what it needs to do. But yeah, it's practically everything down here really. I think what I might just do as well is I might actually just close this door, keep it closed while we're not here, and then if I need to turn things off, I can simply just I can just hit this button here to turn everything off if I need to. I don't really want to right now because I'm actually collecting oil. It looks like that's sending oil downstairs right now, which is good. But other than that, that is practically everything, I do believe. Obviously we've got the petrol and diesel tanks, which go over to either that one or that one, and then they all fill up. I've got, because it's 10 to 1, 10 diesel to one of those. I've got 2 of these on board, so then the rest of them I all add up to 20, I do believe. But other than that, that's about it. Obviously, I've got all of the panels up top now as well. I've spaced everything out correctly, everything nicely. The power from this side runs just across the bridge over to this side and then down into the little battery room up there. I've also figured out how to get into this room, I think it was. This room was locked up before. One thing I didn't know was there's a hole right here, which I'll pop downstairs and I'll show you guys now. I've actually stripped this entire place, by the way. There's nothing else on this place left to strip, I don't think. Yeah, if you come in here and then go into this far room here, there's the hole to go upstairs. I didn't know that this section back here even existed. But yeah, there's actually another floor down here as well. I can't remember what that is over there. I think that's the way we get in, actually. But I haven't been there yet either. There's a couple of places where I probably haven't looted yet, but down here is another floor here, which had some stuff in it. I've ground it all down. There was nothing really special. I've turned off all the lights, obviously, but yeah, other than that, that's about everything. Looks like there's something there for me to get into. I know I have been there, I do believe. But yeah, let's because lights do conserve power. We'll turn them off and lock up. But yeah, everything here on this platform is now secure. Obviously down here we've got like a lot going on. I guess what we'll do is I'll power everything up and I'll show you guys it in operation, shall we? I don't seem to run out of oil either, so turn this guy on. Takes a couple of minutes to start getting up to speed fully. It does make a lot of noise too. And you get the beep noise, which means it's fully up to speed. It's making fuel at the right pace. Should see that this actually has quite a few liters flowing into it at once. This here is like slow. Actually, it might be. Looks like that's sending it downstairs. Actually, that's where it's sending it to. But anyway, let's take this sending it downstairs also. Back down. Yeah, looks like that's filling up my tank. I think that's filling that way. Tank's full. They're all on equalize, so these guys full. Why aren't you guys full? Not sure why these guys aren't full. They were on equalize and they're not actually filled up. That guy's now full. What I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to take these cables out. I'm just going to fill them all up nicely. And then we'll go from there. Yep, there we go. Yeah, why aren't you full? Like, hello? Not sure why. These guys aren't filling up properly. Let me run cable directly from the tank. Straight on board. Right up. There we go. Hold on. I actually need to take the cable around the solar panel. If I can. There we go. Oh. It does reach. Should do anyway. Right, let me just plug you into there. Okay, you're full. Okay, now I know for a fact that there's more than enough in there. Not exactly sure why. Right, anyway, it's reasonable enough full that I'm quite happy with our ship here. I guess what we'll do is, just so that I can hook everything up. Just so everything's there in case I need it. We're good to go. I think we're still pushing petrol on board, which I think now we're actually full. I do believe. I think we're full. Yep. 2,000 liters in that one, and 2,000 liters in that one. Yeah, we're good. Right. Let's unhook everything. And then that's it. Our ship is good to go. We've got everything that we actually need, I do believe. I don't think I need anything else from on board our fuel station. Let me just make sure that everything's hooked back up correctly, so when I do come back, everything's correctly hooked up. I'll make sure that there's nothing set weirdly. Like this guy here can be set to equalize. That's fine. Actually, you need to be set to equalize as well. You're set to equalize all the way back over here. Yep. Everything's good. And these lights are also like really, really good. If I actually turn off these lights, look how dark it gets. This is how dark it is down here without the lights on. With the lights is a whole different story. Also, you get the thing of the creatures trying to attack me, but yeah, we'll just we'll keep these guys on. Anyway, let's go back up top and we'll go see how our refinery and everything else is doing up here. We can check from down here, but it's nice just to come up and see everything operating smoothly. I'll go have a look at the batteries. This is all operating fine. Obviously we're getting some diesel and petrol, small amounts of petrol. Obviously right now we're getting literal no lights, so we're completely running off a battery. These guys are relatively full actually, not too bad. I was going to stay here for a bit longer and actually like just let the game run for a bit, but as you guys can see, 1 day's worth of operations we've lost maybe about a quarter-ish of power. So yeah, we're not doing too bad on power, but yeah, it can drain our system quite dramatically. But this is where we're going to get all of our petrol and diesel and everything from going forwards. It's going to be this station right here. I think what I'm going to do though is I'm going to leave it. I'm going to come back in between episodes, just like refuel and stuff like that if we need fuel or anything. But I will shut this down. Should just take a minute there to spool down. I like how all these pipes start to glow and everything, but yeah. Oil will obviously still keep going and everything like that as well. These tanks do cost an absolute fortune though. One thing I can do as well, if I want to shut down production, I can just hit that. That there stops the power down below. It knocks everything off. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to let that run while we're away. And then when I come back, I'll let that run a little bit more. Anyway, let's go continue with today's video, shall we? I think what we're going to do is let's head down. I don't want to go figure out where we're actually going to go and what we're going to do today, because I don't have any idea what I'm doing today, but look at all those guys. I can kill all you guys like this, watch. Easy money. Anyway, let's get back on board the boat. And let's go figure out where we're going to go today. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go continue with the main story here a little bit. Let's hit up the map. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go down south. We're going to go head back over to the Exodus station. And we're going to go finish off the bits that we need to do. It's going to be quite a long journey. But that's what we're going to go do, I do believe. Alright, let's, sorry about the cut, but yeah, I had to go run and do something quickly, but yeah, we're back. Yeah, I think we'll leave this here to fill up all of the oil. I don't think the oil's going to really take too long, but I will come back in a few episodes time, in between episodes, when I get a chance to. Make sure everything's buttoned up, and let's, should we get going? I think we shall. I think we're all good down here. We're probably going to use the diesel as well. We've got loads of it, so I might as well start using it. Let me make sure everything out here is good. Yep. Let's bring this up. Where's my jet ski, though? Oh, she's right there. I was going to say, where's she at? I haven't seen her in a while. But nope, she's good. Let's take that. Let's drop you. And let's, I just need to turn down my headset there a little bit. It's a little bit loud off of the stream the other day, but I think before we go, I will deposit all of the trash. Nothing now I need to get rid of, and then what I'll do is we'll just do this. And pop those in there, and what I'm going to do as well is I'm just going to grind all this stuff down. Just while we're waiting. Yeah, so we'll probably use diesel as well. I think our onboard tank is also full, yeah, so that means we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, so 8, double 8 is 16, 16, 17, so yeah, we've got like 18,000 liters? Yeah, 18,000 liters we have of everything on board. Do I have anything else in here that I care about? Not really. And yeah, we also, just to get this place operational, by the way, I have used up a lot of resources out of this room. As you guys can see, like, some of our chests are like started to lose stuff. As well, I'm just gonna switch out my cables. I spent a lot on cables in the last episode or so. But in between this episode and the last one, that took a lot of cables, a lot of work. But we're going to go do some more work now, somewhere else. Shall we get going? I think we shall. Right, let's fire on up. What we'll do is we'll use our electric to like sort of like break away, and then we'll use the diesel for the rest of the way. Okay, just need to get myself here on an angle there, just so I miss everything. Yeah, perfect. I don't even know which direction I'm going in right now. We're heading down south, so we're heading down to the Exodus, which is like the other end of the map. This is going to be a nice little trip to see. 14 kilometers away it is. We're going to beeline it all the way there. Let's get going, shall we? Right, there you go, we're more or less lined up. let's engage the diesel engines. I love hearing that thing start up. And then we should see our knottage increase quite rapidly. There we go, we're absolutely sailing now. We are good to go. This is going to be a nice little run. We'll say goodbye to... Wow, okay, we're actually really far out already. Holy moly. We're also pulling our jet ski as well. We'll say goodbye to that for a little while. You can see all the solar panels and everything as well, which is actually quite cool. To be honest with you, I need to put a lot more solar panels on board. I need to figure out how much solar I actually need to run that place. Because the generation of the oh, there you go, everything just popped out. You can start to see things like popping out. The flames have now popped out. It's now just like a low res rendering of the play. But no, it's to be honest with you, it's been really, really good. I've thoroughly enjoyed being over there. The one thing I haven't done in between the last episode is actually head back. I haven't head back over here yet. I'm gonna do that. I think like soon. If I need stuff, I also want to go to the maze as well. That's new to this as well. So we'll probably do an episode this week on that. But this might be the last week of the last Caretaker, though. Just because I want to go do well, there's a few of the games I want to go revisit and stuff like that, so I'll probably play a little bit of this in the background. I might stream a couple of bits going forward. Obviously I want to do all the missions and stuff like that, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go figure out all the missions I haven't done. Might do a couple of more episodes, and then what we'll do is we'll leave it there. So what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to finish off a bit of the main story. So I want to get this guy sent off. This guy needs to go to space. He's got a life expectancy of 37 years. Damn, not really got a long life expectancy, but yeah, he needs sending off to space. Everything like that. Like, we're actually starting to run a little bit low on things right now as well. We've got like not really much H2O there. We've got quite a bit of diesel. Personally, I'm not really using most of this anyway. But no, we've had a good run so far. I think we jumped off course here a little bit. We have. I don't think it's going to take us that long to get there, especially with like how much fuel we got on board as well. We're not going to be running out of fuel anytime soon. Trust me. Wow, that's already full. Holy moly. How's our fuel in here going? Yeah, we're barely using anything. And we're full as well, which is the other cool thing. We're not using any petrol yet. Really, I'm only carrying petrol on me for that guy. That's all I'm really carrying it on me for. But yeah, we're probably going to have a few runs up and around and stuff like that. I think what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to set up little fuel outposts going forward. So I've got like fuel kicking around and stuff like that. So what I'll probably do is around the Lazarus, we do have a fuel depot here, which we're going to be driving past a lot anyway as we're going to and from the Lazarus. So I think setting that up there, we've got the fuel depot here, which we've already been to, which is close to the Lazarus as well. Coming down from the coming down like from like the north, maybe it might be a nice area. We don't really spend much time over here anymore, but we got like a fuel depot over here as well, which might be wise to go to, but I don't know yet. I generally don't know. I think even maybe setting some up at the Lazarus. It's the middle of the map, middle of like everywhere we're going. So I might even set up like a fuel depot there. I've got like oil things on board, so we're good on fuel. Let's put it that way. Switch camera is F. There we go. That makes it a little bit easier for me to point the boat in the general direction. we doing for power? Yeah, power's not really too bad, but we are currently using a lot of it. Yet again, like when we get like close to like places of like interest and stuff like that, a lot of the time it's easier just to run on electric than it is anything else. So yeah, I've never actually figured out what those guys are. Not 100% sure. I'll figure it out eventually. Oh wow, look, I got some of this on board still. Probably when the guys were up here. It did take me a while as well, by the way, to actually grind down that area, like get rid of all of the like the hostile mobs and everything. Like it took quite some time. Our radar range is actually not showing absolutely nothing right now, but yeah, we're doing reasonably well. I'm not exactly sure what that is there. What is that? I lost it now. No, can't really see anything. Get inside. Like right there. Something right there. Ah, there we go. We can see it now. It looks like a tower with some mines around it. Do we make anything out on it? I think it's got like oxygen towers or something on the top. Bit dangerous with the amount of mines that are around it. Not gonna lie about that. But yeah, honestly, like we're moving like real fast right now. I feel like over in the north, the seas are very, very rough. It's like sort of like they have the seas are around the UK in the north. They seem to be quite rough, but I don't feel that as much when we're going a bit faster. Like, we're bobbing around and stuff right now, but we're doing all right. My question is though, do we actually have much in our way? Yeah, it looks like we're gonna go like straight through here, like. As well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go park at the Exodus station, not at where we normally were, somewhere else. But yeah, we're going to try and get that up and running today. Then I think maybe next episode we might go over to the maze. Actually, we might finish off the Exodus next episode as well, so we might actually have quite a lot to do there. Then we'll go do the maze, I think, which might be fun. Then I'm not sure after that actually. Anyway, let's make sure we don't crash into anything. We're gonna go right past this station here, so I'm gonna go around the right of it because we're already pretty far over to the right. Yeah, the oceans are quite still here, look. They're really still. Right, while we wait, what I'll do, I love how we're just pulling that jet ski. Did you seriously just try to bite me there? I think he did. Just dump that back down. I want to see how like quick this guy goes up. Yeah, relatively slow. Anyway, there we go. We're past this thing here. Let's see, because these guys usually have balls on top. No, it just looks like a little station, really. Nothing too complicated. Right, back on track towards the the Exodus station, sorry, not Lazarus. Look how like calm the sea is around here though, like there's... Like what's the swell right now? 1.14. 1.49 I should really say. Don't know where I got extra numbers from. We're going up pretty much nearly 40 kilometers an hour, which we are absolutely flying. Let's go see how fuel's doing. I'm just curious to see like how good like fuel is, and this all seems cool. This guy's all going. Everything's upgraded down here as well, by the way. Yeah, look at that. We're not even like a quarter of the way down of all of our fuel stores. I like it. Means getting around, like we're going to be able to do like one side of the map to the other easily. We're going to have fuel for days. Is that the Lazarus over there? No. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's the Lazarus complex over there. That was starboard side. Hello, Lazarus complex. We've gone literally from one extreme to the other last week, and we're now going from one extreme to the other in one episode, which is quite surprising. There's a random mine just floating out in the middle of nowhere. How's our ship's health, by the way? I don't think it actually tells me. That does right there. 100%. We're good, and we are not quite on track for the Exodus. Wind speed does make a difference though. Wind speed says it's that way, and the flag's more or less pointing that way. Yet again, we are actually technically moving quite fast, aren't we? So I wonder if the flag actually does tell you wind direction. I wonder if they actually put that in the game. Right now we're moving 37 kilometers an hour. I'm curious. Let me just shut off the engines quick. I just want to see if the wind direction changes. Right now we're slowing down still. I'm just curious. It's something I've never really thought of. Yeah, the wind speed's that way and the flag's quite empty. Alright. Let's go. It'll take us a second just to get back up to speed. Well, if you imagine like running us on electricity all the way from like where we just were down to the Exodus station, it would have taken a hell of a long time. We're back up to speed now. Cool. We're on full speed ahead, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Throttles at 100%. We're using fuel. Our electricity is it's not too bad actually. Yet again, like one thing I need to be wary of now is electricity. I don't think I'm that bad on diesel. Like if I just need to run diesel, I can just run straight up diesel. Unfortunately, we can't really run petrol unless if we use it as an electrical generation type of tool. But I think we're quite good. I'm quite happy with the way the ship turned out as well, with all of the barrels at the front, the solar panels where they all are. I've got a little bit of room to expand down here on the bottom deck as we probably progress. I don't really think I'm going to change much downstairs. We're going to hit anything anytime soon. Not really. Right, so what we'll do is we'll head down. Like down here, I like this engine room, to be honest with you. It's been quite good. If I want to put any more of these in, I might put them along here. But I think we're quite good in this room here. I'm not really thinking about changing anything in here. I quite like this room the way it is. This one, however, I might actually change a little bit. I've seen people actually put the batteries actually on these desks here, which I don't think is a bad shout. I want to get rid of these here. I want to move this box. Once I move these boxes, I might actually just move them here into this corner. and then put the batteries up here on the deck, possibly. Like yet again, as you guys can see, like these 3 batteries here are pretty full. We're not really losing too much power, really. Again, we're using like a lot of power for like boat right now, but we're not really doing too much. Okay, I think we're getting too close to things. I don't really want to be smashing boat into places. There's this guy right here. Let's check this guy out. Do the binocs. Some green there. Everything's turned off. 2 platforms by the looks of it, which might be interesting to go to at some point. Get me back on course. We are 4.1 kilometers away. Yeah, we're now down into the south, which is quite cool. We're gonna go past, I think that's a submerged city. I think we've got the maze to our port side. Have a look. Is that the maze there? Or is that the maze there? I'm curious, let's find out. Okay, so that's the maze there then. Okay. Not really a lot going on around it, but I do know it's quite a big maze. So a lot of it must be underwater. Interesting. But I do see the Exodus station right in front of us now as well. So I'm guessing what I could do as well is I can just turn that off now, because I know exactly where we're going. Let's just turn the ship. Get us on track. But yeah, that's definitely interesting. There's the maze. We'll be checking that out here in the next episode or so. Episode 2. Right now we're going to try and fill up the rocket and get the rocket going and stuff like that. So try and get that working first, I think. Been a long time since we've been here though. Or feels like a long time for me because I've actually been playing this like in between episodes, just like getting the fuel station operational. I did show you pretty much everything I've done. I think I pretty much looted the entire thing, but yeah, I'll be heading back there in between episodes and refueling and everything like that. I think we've got like more than enough fuel on board for everything we need to do and everything I want to do. Bring this guy back up. There's the tower. Ground everything down in there at one point. That's the radio beacon right there. She was quite big actually, like they're quite tall. Quite a lot going on there. Oh, we're off course again because of the wind. I like when there's like no power going through these to just stay silent. Yeah, she's got power generation, and as you guys can see the solar panels there. Well, the wind turbines there you might be able to make out. Should see a solar panel up there which you can see. Lights on top are all off though. Don't know why she's all red for. She shouldn't be red. She should be all illuminated actually. What are we doing for fuel? I think we're doing reasonably well actually. I think we'll use about a quarter of a tank, roughly, to go from one side of the map to the other. So that means I could do the map twice over and still have like a no, I could run all the way down, run all the way back, down and back. So yeah, 2 runs. which is not really too bad if you think about it. As we get real close, we'll find somewhere nice to dock. So yeah, we're not going over there again. That's where we originally docked. We're actually going to dock, I think right there, right in front of us actually. More or less dead ahead. There should be a little berthing point where we can drop anchor. But yeah, we're practically almost there. Where are we at for? We're almost through the night. We're almost to dawn, so which is good. Means I can do a few bits. Yeah, we're parking right there. Okay, let me just. Right, now we need to keep an eye open for mines. So let me just go exterior. Sea's quite calm over here as well, so that's another good thing. If we have to, what I'll do is I'll slow right down and we'll I'll jump on the jet ski. We'll go take out some mines. We're probably gonna have to take a few out anyway, which I think we're gonna do some mine hunting to begin off our stay here, and then obviously we'll I'll save and exit and everything, come back because I think the power's a bit bugged. Oh no, there you go, that's just a little wire on the left. Hasn't loaded in. See if the middle heel lights up when I get close enough. I don't think I'm going to miss all the mines, but yeah, we'll do a bit of mine hunting today. Just take out the mines, make the area secure for us. I don't think there's any sharks nearby. Welcome to the Exeter station, we're here. Welcome back. Yeah, power's come on over here as well. And where we're going to park is right here, there, right in front of us. Right, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shut off the diesel. We're going to run solely off of electric. Yeah, there's a shark back there, like... Oh, this is not going to be good. I'm parking this thing in the shade. Try not to hit. I'm gonna hit. Boop. Boop now. There you go. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pump this forward here a little bit. I'm just gonna stop. Right, I'm now just gonna grab you. Welcome to the Exeter station, we're back. Right, I'm just gonna go make sure that my engines are off. Which they are not. No, they are. Right, let's let me just turn off the engine and then let me just drop anchor. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect myself just because I don't really want to glitch inside of the thing. So I found that's the easiest way of doing it. But yeah, welcome back to the Exeter station. I was going to go do some mine work, but I don't think that's a good idea right now. Jet ski's still there, which is good. I don't think there's any mines nearby, but I think what we'll do, just to start off the day, we'll get all this ground down. Obviously I haven't been down here yet, so... Not really too much down here, really. The few bits that I didn't quite get. But this place should be secured anyway. There's not really anything else really here. Also the ladders here, which I did drop down. Which is nice. Also this is central as well, so it should be reasonably nice to get everything else sorted. Lift this guy back up. I think then what we'll do is I'll head up and start getting things ready. I do think. Drop you back. One thing I do need to get, and what I want to put in here somewhere, I'm thinking here, is stuff for the, let's not get rid of that. I need to be able to recycle, all of, like, this stuff over here, really. I need to break this down into like its elements and stuff for the food, which we'll try and do. But I guess what I'll do is I'll just charge up quick, and we'll head on board. I think I need to charge one of my guns up actually as well, so we'll quickly do that as well before we leave. We'll just go up there and figure out like what we need to get working. If we need to repair anything. And then we can start making it. Let's head on up anyway. Figure out what we need to start making, or if we need any materials. Oh, hello, it's dark. Very dark in here. Yeah, it's going to be like our main way onto the station while we're here. It means that we don't have to go too far to get to the boat. It's far, but it's not too far, if that makes sense. It's a quick journey to the boat. Yeah, I think I need to get maybe one or two of these guys operational. Then up here we do have some oil, which is nice to know. I forgot about that. But I think what we need to do is we actually need to repair these guys over here, because these guys are going to be needed for everything. So let's hit number 5. Right, what do we need to fix you? Okay, we need plastic, iron, rubber, copper, fabric, and polyester. Oh, I need titanium for you. I don't think I have any left. What are you though? You're a methane tank. Okay. Right, you give out CO2 by the looks of it, and you need water and electric. And you give out O2 and methane. Okay, I don't have any titanium on me, which is going to be a bit of a pain in the backside. Right, okay. I guess what we'll do is we'll go do our mine hunt, because it's now become daytime and it's quite nice. So yeah, I need to see if I've got any left. I don't think I do though. I might do. Oh, hold on, where am I going? Actually, yeah, I could actually do that, couldn't I? Let's just jump down. Then we can nicely just so open the container. Let's drive. I can just get that off. Right, there we go. We've got plenty of fuel on board. It's good to get out these mines over here first, I think. Oh, this thing's bumpier than I remember it being. Does leave a trail of smoke though. Oh, hello, getting a bit too close. Right, let's go take out this mine. Gonna be somewhat careful. Give me metal fragments and copper. There is a shark over there as well, which I need to be wary about. I do have a lot more speed than he does. Just gotta be careful. Nope. Okay, there's me right. Quite a few mines over here, actually. I just gotta keep an eye open for that shark. I didn't see him, but he's disappeared. Oh, nope. I want to get on. There he is over there. Still got plenty of fuel. That's one thing I didn't grab with me, is just because I needed it was extra fuel. Oh, come on, really? Right, do I see him? Yeah, he's all the way over there. There's a mine over there. Mine over here. Random chair there, table. There's about one mine over there which I can go grab. The thing is, I just don't want to crash my jet ski into anything just in case. We travel a long way and we haven't actually saved yet. Yeah, we're actually getting quite far away actually as well. And the weather's starting to get a bit rough. Wow, we actually headed out of the Exodus area there actually. Knew the jet ski would be good for something. Get rid of this. Well, yeah, the swell's starting to get bad. We need to get back. Right, let's get back. What I'll do is I'm just going to dock it to its normal place on board the board, just so that I don't forget it. There we go. It's always good just to, you know, park everything where you know where it is. Right, let's deposit those. Don't need that. There we go. We got the titanium. Nice. Now I'm sure I have at least 1 or 2 titanium left over. You know, I'm sure I do. I'm sure I've got at least 1 titanium or 2 titanium left. Yeah, I've got 1 there, look. I've got 2. Is that all I've got? I might only have 2. I've got loads of rubber and copper and everything else. Plastics. Right now I'm just looking for titanium in my boxes. Loads of iron. Literal loads of iron. Okay, I quite literally have 2 titanium to my name. That's it. Only 2. I don't think I need anything more than 2, but I guess let's go upstairs and start repairing some bits and pieces. So I do know I need a bit of plastic, so let me just take a bit of plastic. Let's take a bit of iron. So I got plastic, iron. I do need rubber, but I can't remember how much I need. Let's grab some of that. We got plastic, right? Let's take some copper as well. I got iron on me, haven't I? Yeah. Fabric. Just take some fabric with me. I do know I need some of that. Let's take some of that with me. Gold. I'm pretty sure I need some gold. I don't think I need a lot of gold, but I'm going to take... Oh, screw it. I'll just take all that with me. Copper. I've got copper. Yeah, I've got copper. I've got plastic. I don't know if I need glass. Let's just take some glass with me just in case. Silicon. I'll take some silicon just in case. No harm in it. Aluminium. I'll just take that with me. Right, that should be enough to get everything operational on the station. Let's go try and start getting some of this operational now, shall we? I've taken out all immediate mines, which cause an immediate risk. Unless if those two start to get a little bit too close, then I'll assess those and take those two out. But that's a later date. And a mission for the jet ski. I do like that jet ski though. It's like one of the my favorite vehicles. Other than our ship. It's nice to have, but I don't see like a huge purpose for it yet. There probably will be a good purpose for it eventually, but not right now. Not as far as I can tell. Anyway, let's I think let's get you going. Okay, I only requires 1 titanium, which means I had 1 left over. There you go, you're good. Oh, I'm out of iron. Oh, and I'm out of everything else. Great. That means I got my methane tank up and running. That's the only thing I've got up and running. So yeah, you make O2, which will go into there. Okay, so right, let's figure out everything I need here. So I'm gonna need. Let me just take screenshots of everything. And then what we'll do is we'll go gather up the resources, quick. Because it's going to be a lot of resources that we're going to need. So yeah, I just need iron for that. I'm not sure how much water we're going to need though. What I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to set up one of the pumps and then just build one water storage down here. I'll probably have this one going for now, and then what I'll do is I'll just drop this down for water, and then I'll have like a little water tank here. So what we'll do is we'll also grab everything we need for this, and then what we'll do is I'll build a water tank. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna run over here and then drop down. The sun is starting to go down, so it should mean we get some electricity from the day to start filling up our batteries. Again, we're not really using a lot of battery power. That's just a quick way of getting down. I just like how much fuel we got left. We've still got like an absolute metric ton of fuel left. Right. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say to this guy, build me a water tank, please. 1 water tank. Let me add all parts to queue. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my very special titanium in here for now, for safekeeping. Just so I know where it is. I know as we get more titanium, I'm going to keep it in a box so I know where it is. Always nice to know where your titanium is. Right, okay. Let me build... right, what do we need to get like immediate things up and running? Okay, so I need a little bit more iron. I'm just going to put that in there for iron, and then we'll build that. We'll also build this water tank as well. Let's go build a water tank. I also need some plumbing, don't I? I need some water cable. That's gas cable, water cable. I'll take the gas cable as well. Actually, I've not really got much of that, have I? Right, do me a favor. How much do I have on me for water cable? 22. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say gas cable, do that much, do that much of that as well, and I'll come back for the rest. Actually, let's just grab it now while I'm here. What's in here? Just stuff to get scrapped. Okay, cool. But yeah, I'm going to need a lot of these going forward. We're going to need a lot of everything going forward, so... But we still do have plenty of like resources in here. Like these boxes are nearly almost full still, and we're still using a lot of it. I can probably condense it down, get rid of a couple, but we should be good. Quite like the Exodus station as well. It's different. I think the first things we're going to do is we're going to get the probably the water hooked up, and then we're probably going to need to start maybe setting up a couple of solar panels as well on this side of the station, which I've just thought about. I might need to actually get some solar and a battery set up just so like this side of the station has power. Also, we need to actually fill the rocket up with electricity as well, so it might actually be wise to set up an array of everything, which I think it might be a good idea. Right, we've almost got all this, so we'll go upstairs and we'll go start repairing and hooking stuff up and making the best of the situation. How much more did I order? I don't even know what resources this costs. Rubber and plastic. Rubber and plastic. I think it makes 5 at a time, I think. It's the last one. There you go. Right, let's head on to the station. Let's go check it out. It's gonna be a little dangerous, I'm not gonna lie. Turn this guy on. That mine's getting close, but it's not too close. How's that one over there going? Nah, she's still all the way over there. We're fine. The waters around this area are actually quite mild compared to up north. Like, the boat doesn't bob around as much. It does bob around when you get, like, a storm and everything, but it doesn't bob around as much as it does down up north. Down south's a little bit more calm. Right, let's get this guy operational, shall we? Right, let's do a good old number 5. We've got everything for you. Like I said, we need to get power over here. And then what we'll do is we'll build a water tank. Which you can go right there. Yeah, that should do. And then obviously we'll have this connected up to once this is built. One thing I need to do as well is I also need to go through my skills and just buy everything. We are level 24, we're almost level 25. We don't quite have everything unlocked, but I do have a lot of enhancements in here to do. So I'll be doing that. That is H2O, isn't it? Yeah, that is H2O, but why won't you let me... won't let me... Oh, because it's a fresh water tank, that's why. That means I'm going to have to build, what's it called as well, I know. Hello, it's dark over here. I don't remember this place being this dark. Guess I'm going to need to build some lighting over here. Right, do you require fresh water? Fresh water, yeah. Okay, I'm going to have to build a, what's it called? The fresh water thing as well. So obviously this pumps out seawater, it then needs to go and be treated, and then after treatment it needs storing properly. Right, okay, so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to move this. Alright, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to build, let me find the water purifier. So we're going to build one of those. I'm not exactly sure what it costs. What does it actually cost in resources? I'm curious. Please don't be titanium. I don't have a lot of that. No, it doesn't. It doesn't require anything like that. Okay, so what we're going to do then is I think I'm going to set this up here. And then once that's built, I'm going to build this guy. We're going to build this guy. Not too sure. Depends on what side the stuff comes into this, really. Yeah, I'm not really too sure. Right, let me go away anyway. And what we'll do is I'm just going to try and grab all this from under here. Just to tidy up here a bit. I think we only really need one of these. So obviously I'm going to stick power up. I'm going to run some power down here. So we can get some power over here. I'm going to set up a array of batteries. I'm not sure where yet. I might just do like an array of batteries. Maybe it's in here. I'll do like maybe 4 batteries down here. But there should be enough to at least... I don't know how much power this guy costs. So actually, let's go check it out. I'm curious. I want to know how much power this guy needs. Should tell us here. Electricity, it needs 60 kWh. So 60. I can't remember how much a battery holds off the top of my head now. Let's go ahead and figure it out. So we need 60. And then in between episodes, what I'll do is I'll gather all the resources and everything, and then we'll go from there. I'm just going to jump off. It's the easiest way of getting around. As long as I don't hit the boat, I'm good. Just turn off the light. Right, how much do these batteries hold? 6, and that requires 60. Holy crap, that's going to be a lot of electricity, which means we need to really hook up power to this guy ASAP, and then that means we can push all of the electricity over into that guy quite quickly. Right. Right, what I'll do is I'm going to end this one here. In between episodes, I'm going to go collect all the parts and everything I'm going to need. To get at least start getting this operational. Really what I need to do right now is get solar up and running so we can actually get power coming in to start charging up this bad boy, because he's going to take up a lot of power. It might even be wise to maybe set up a couple of arrays of batteries maybe, and then obviously have one array which powers up the rocket, and then the rest runs the rest of the operation. Which might be a wise decision, especially while we're here and doing other bits and pieces. Right, okay, I'll do that in between episodes. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this one. If you guys have, please do hit that like button. If not, there's always that dislike button right next door. Hit subscribe if you guys haven't already. But for now, I'm going to end this one right here. I'll see you guys all in the next one.
What the fuck are you doing, Morgan?